we just pulled into the church. It is 4:20 Saturday morning, and we made it back. The gas gauge is like a little less than 1/8 of a tank. We have about $1 to our name with some spare change, and we traveled about 850 miles. See you later.
What we're doing here is we're going around and saying a phrase that God taught us or something that we learned on this trip. And what I learned was that God is never late but rarely early.
Okay, so for the prayer session we had the 6 pictures surrounding the cross and 4 memory verses on the wall, and over here we had the AOL update so that everybody who was praying could see the names of the people you wanted to pray for, because we'll just type those out and email them to everybody. And then over here we had a whole bunch of books and CDs from the teen room to keep us focused. Bye.
So yeah, Romans 8:28 was what stood out in my mind at the end of this trip. Is in all things God works together for the good of those who love Him. And I thought it was pretty cool how He took so many things that would normally be very bad, and He made them into something great, like being able to come home.
Well, in our devotional on Thursday morning, we went over Proverbs 19. Proverbs 19:21 says, "Many are the plans in a man's heart, but God's plans will prevail." And that was really cool because we obviously kind of had some set ideas where we wanted to go, but God showed us otherwise, and He definitely provided the way for us.
Well, there wasn't a verse for me, but there was a thing saying that God has many things for you. So, like when Jonathan saved me, he wanted me still alive to do what God wanted me to do. So I thank Him.
Okay, so Lacey and I, we wanted to go out walking because Jonathan gave us Bibles to pass out, and so we didn't really have a coin to flip or anything, but on the key that we took from the key box, it said front door on one side, and then on the other side it didn't say anything, so we flipped it, and if it said front door, we were going to keep walking straight, and if it says the blank side, we were just going to turn. And so every intersection we came to, we did that, and it kept saying keep going, and so we went up to Redbridge Shopping Center, and we saw these 2 ladies, and they were already believers, but they were really encouraged by what we were doing, and they said that we reminded them of their faith and to live it out every day.
Well, a big lesson I learned on this trip was something that we talked about a couple days before we left on the trip, which was about initiative in what God wants you to do. And we talked about how if you don't quite know what to do or what God wants you to do, then maybe you should take initiative and just do something. And we did that several times on the trip, and in several, probably 4 or 5 different ways. That's what really resulted in us being safe and being provided for, and that's kind of what allowed God to work. So that was probably my favorite part of the trip.
Well, a lot of the guys and Desiree have already said a lot of what I was going to say. God is never late, but rarely early has been shown to us over and over and over. Many are the plans in a man's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. Just amazing. I think the biggest thing on this trip is I've been reminded that God absolutely, positively does exist, and that He wants us to spread the gospel. He wants us to be out there talking to people about Christ, and that He will provide for His people. No question about it. He always will, and He will protect His people. And again, that the safest place to be is in the middle of God's will, always and forever. It will always be the safest place to be. And I can preach that, but this week I was reminded that that is the truth. That is God's truth. Thank you guys for praying for us.